Oscar, great to be with you here in Miami. How would you compare this Grand Prix to the others on the calendar?
Definitely has a bit of a different atmosphere. Obviously, the paddock where we're sat now, we're in a stadium, so you don't get that anywhere else, which is quite unique. I think Miami in itself as a city has a pretty spectacular vibe about it, and the race has a similar feeling. So definitely a bit different to some of the other races.
What would you say you like about American races?
It's always exciting to come to the US. I like coming to the US, and I think we've got obviously 3 races now with quite different personalities. For me, I enjoy it. It's always good fans. They're fun cities to be around. Around the weekend, it's fun to explore some new places, try some new restaurants and stuff. It's always good fun.
I won't put you on the spot and ask you your dislikes of American races. How would you say that the start of the season has gone for you personally?
I would say pretty well. I think the last couple of races haven't gone as well as I would have liked, but I think on the whole it's been a good start to the year. I think the first, 3 races of the year I felt very comfortable, and I feel like even in the last couple of races I've still made good steps forward from last year in certain aspects. So I feel like the improvements there, just need to keep improving and keep making some more steps, but on the whole, being pretty happy about it.
Speaking of last season, your first full season in F1, where do you feel like maybe you've grown the most as a driver or a person from then to now?
I think, when you come back for your second season, everything is just a bit more familiar. I know the team a lot better. I know the world of F1 much better. I know the circuits. So I think for me, just a bit more comfort from that side of things. I think also coming into the year with, some actual goals as opposed to just kind of jumping in and seeing what you need to work on. I know what I need to work on from last season. I think that's been a nice thing to have, and trying to work on that, which I think I've done a good job of.
Is there a specific skill set or aspect to your driving that you really want to improve upon right now?
I think over the off-season, improving my tire management was definitely a big focus. I feel like for the most part, in the early part of the season, that's been a really good step forward, so I've been happy about that. There's still some improvements to go on that. So I think it's in the right direction, just still some room to go. But I think just being a bit more consistent on the weekends as well. It's been a little bit up and down in the last few weekends, so just having a consistent run through the whole weekend is going to be helpful as well.
Do you have a favorite moment of the season so far?
I think for me the best weekend I've had so far was Saudi. Good qualifying and a good race as well. So I think personally that's probably been my most satisfying weekend. I think racing at home in Melbourne was definitely the best weekend from a atmosphere and just enjoying the weekend. That was very cool, and we had a good result as a team too. But personally, I think, Saudi's been my best weekend.
I think it's fair to say at the start of last season that you and the team had some adversity that you guys had to overcome. How rewarding has it been since then, just to see the growth, development, progress you guys have made?
Yeah, it's been fantastic to be a part of, and I think, starting this year has been, night and day compared to last year. So I think, we're, of course, not quite where we want to be. We want to be, challenging for podiums regularly and challenging for wins, which I feel like we're getting closer to, but we're still not quite there. But, we've had a clean first 5 races for both cars in Q3, both cars in the points every time. So for me, I think that's been, just some nice stability to start the year, which we didn't have at the start of last season. And if we can have the same kind of progress through the year of last year, then we could be in for some exciting races. So, it's been a really good turnaround and great to be a part of.
Well, as always, thank you so much for the time. We wish you the best of luck this weekend.
No problem. Thank you.